Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 29th episode of the Morning Chisme podcast. We are so excited that you guys are here. Sister, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, the podcast episode number reflects my age.
You're 31.
You know, freshly. And if you really think about it, for the first, year, you can't really do anything. So it doesn't really count.
What do you mean?
Like, the first year that you're alive, you're really just like a blob.
Right. So what does that have to do with you?
I just feel like it should count only when you're, coherent.
Like, actually living.
Yeah, and I was not living at one. What was I... Or not even, 6 months. What was I doing?
That's true.
Being cute and farting?
And shitting yourself?
Yeah, you really can't do anything alone when you're, a month or maybe to 2. So if you really think about it, I'm only 27. And that's how I cope with turning 31. Honestly, I don't care that I'm aging. It doesn't really bother me that much.
I think it's time for me to get Botox.
If you want to, I will absolutely go with you.
Are you scared?
No.
I'm scared that I'm going to feel stuck in my face.
What does that mean?
I want to move my face, but I can't because of the Botox.
But you can move your face. It's just that it's not going to reflect.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Does
it feel tight?
Thoughts. I don't know. I've never done it.
I wonder. I do have a few things on my list that I would like to get done.
For 2025?
Yeah, I want to get an upper bluff. I want to get my lids up, I want to get under eye Botox.
Really?
I want to get my lips tattooed.
Damn, you want a lot of things.
Yeah, dude. I need to be hotter than I am now.
I just want Botox.
Okay. I mean, to be quite honest, for a 33-year-old, and not because, I love you and you're my sister, I think you don't look 33.
That's good. I'm happy with that.
You look, I would say 28, 29.
Okay. Well, I shaved a couple years off.
Yeah. So
that's good.
You look good.
Well,
I don't think you need Botox, but if you want it, then get it.
It's because I have that. You know how people have the 11s? I just have a 1.
Really?
And it's anytime I go outside with the sun, I squint, and then the 1 comes, and then it doesn't fucking go away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's time.
I'm definitely going to look when we go outside.
Yeah. You'll see it.
Speaking of outside, okay, I would like to file a complaint.
Against the weather.
Yes,
Mother
absolutely.
Nature.
Mother Nature. She really said Houston or Texas in general, y'all are embarrassing as fuck, so I'm going to make you hot again.
It's ridiculous.
It
was 83 degrees on my way over here.
Absolutely not. Christmas is literally
83 degrees. I'm
1 week away.
Furious. I'm so furious. Talking about Christmas, have you done any Christmas shopping?
That is a great question. I have and I haven't. But I also feel like you guys are hard to shop for.
Yeah.
Because every time I shop for you guys, I'm looking for myself.
I have to be honest and say that I haven't bought one thing.
Okay. It's okay. We have 7 days.
7? Just 7?
Or 9. 9 days.
We have 10 days.
What day is it today?
The 15th.
We celebrate on the 24th.
I know, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think at this point, love is a gift itself.
Yeah, my appearance at whatever we're doing is a gift.
Oh, of course. We all know.
Yeah, you should be thankful and grateful that I'm there.
This is true. I feel like Christmas came too quick this year.
Yeah, it's because we were having summer in October, so it didn't ever feel like we had a fucking fall/winter.
Yeah.
I guess winter hasn't started yet.
The only time I felt wintry was when we went to the Cosa Nuestra album party, because it was actually winter in New York.
Yeah.
I was cold. And it was fire.
Talking about today being December 15th, it's been exactly a month since Cosa Nuestra came out. And I would just like to say that this album is fucking crack. Okay? Mm-hmm. The way that I repeat it at least 5 times a day, I am obsessed. It's an obsession. True life, I'm addicted to Cosa Nuestra.
That's interesting that you say that.
Why?
Well, see, I did... we have tickets to go see Alejandro in Houston.
I'm
Fourth
excited.
row, I will say. City, whatever premiere. Citibank really did their big... but something that I've always strived for is being front row,
I know, you're a front row girly. That's why whenever you got fourth row, I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't sad, but I wasn't because us being short, it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially because people are growing taller these days.
Yeah, what the fuck is in the water? And why was that not in the water whenever I was
in
the making?
So it was hard to, come to terms that we weren't going to be front row, because we went to the Toyota Center for Bad Bunny front row.
Yeah.
And it was an experience. But although we don't get to experience it in Houston, we're going to get to be front row in Salt Lake.
What?
Yes.
Salt Lake?
We're going to Salt Lake.
Are you joking?
No, I'm dead serious.
Front row?
Yes. Front row and center.
What do you mean front row and center? Like in the center
of the front row.
Stop.
Dead
Stop.
ass. Yes.
Stop. When?
I believe it's April 15th. I bought them on a whim.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Oh my god!
I feel like you still don't believe me, so do you need to see proof?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Please hold.
What?
Yes!
Oh my god!
I was fighting for my life to get these tickets, bitch.
When did you get these?
So last week, when we were, I was telling you that I kept getting.
Oh my god!
Yes, dude.
I am so excited. Oh my god! Is this my Christmas present?
Christmas, birthday, everything in between. I will say they're not meet and greet, so I will say that,
It's okay.
Meet and greet was an option at the moment, but
Yeah.
it just felt like, bankruptcy was next. And so I got scared. But
I'm so excited because he'll be right there.
Literally, dude.
Him and I are gonna sing Ni Me Conozco together.
Yes.
In Amar de Nuevo.
Yes.
Oh my, I cannot wait to literally scream
Yes.
these songs.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I know. I was going to tell you on Christmas, but then I was like, okay, if I tell her on Christmas, it's like, I have to wait till Christmas.
Yeah.
And I've been holding it in all this time.
That's crazy. You're never someone to hold it in.
I know.
You have word vomit, like...
Yeah, I know. So when I was doing it and I kept telling you I got kicked out, I was like fully paying.
I'm so excited. So we're going to Salt Lake. We're
I
gonna
know.
go see the Mormon wives.
It'll be a twofer. I was thinking, okay, to be honest, I picked Salt Lake because it was the only option that had front row left. So I was
Dang.
like, okay, unless we want to pay like $1,600 in Miami, which it would have been a vibe, but it was just so much money that I was just like, it just didn't make sense. I was like, okay, we're going to Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And I've never been. So,
Yeah, I've never been either.
So, I mean,
We can make a... Look at us going to Utah.
we can go to, what is it, Sip or Slip or?
the drink
Yeah.
with the Cokes and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yes, dude.
It's crazy that like Rao is even going to Salt Lake. I feel like it's not is Salt Lake like a big city?
Yeah, it's big.
Oh, okay. Like a lot of people...
Live there?
No, not a lot of people live there.
Listen
but
to
like... Yeah, it's like I feel like sometimes they go to like specific cities, right? Where like
Yeah.
they're more listened to.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he's not going to like the Valley or like San Antonio. Like he's not going to either of those. I was like, that's kind of because like those are cities that like love him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like,
dude, he's gonna be right.
touch my hand.
I know, dude. He's gonna be like, well, he's not gonna be right there, but like he'll be like close enough.
I want to try to touch his hand.
I
Like,
know. You put it on your phone.
High five. High five me.
But it'll be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I cannot wait. I am so excited for his tour because I have never. The last time I felt about an album like this was Un Verano Sin Ti. And I have to be honest. I think that this album does more for me than Un Verano Sin Ti. And that's
Really?
like no like shade to Bad Bunny. You know I love Benito. But I don't know what it is about this album that I'm just so obsessed with
I
it.
know, dude. You literally text me every day. I listen to Cosa Nuestra again, and I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, it's on repeat so much. Like an unhealthy amount.
I mean, period. It is quite literally a work of art.
It is
And
literally a work of art.
I just like, don't get me wrong, being in the building is enough. But for me, like if I can't afford it at the
Yeah.
moment in time,
Yeah.
I have been front row multiple times at concerts, and it was such a fucking experience.
It's an experience. It's crazy because like I've gone with you a lot of the times, and then when I just go and I'm not front row, it's you can tell like the difference in the experience.
Yeah,
And not like always front row, but being close.
yeah, being close. Because I like to think of it this way. Like if I'm gonna put, because this is like my fun, because I don't like to do a lot of like going out
Yeah.
anymore. So this is where like I put like my fun money to.
Yeah.
It's just such an experience to
It
be right
is.
there. Like
It is.
And when I was
I'm
in
so excited.
when I was in my when I was in the era and I was like flying around the country and fucking Canada to go see Bad Bunny, I was just like, this is so fun. Like this is
Yeah.
really, really fun. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
fly to Canada to like sit in the top. I feel like that's kind of like too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't fly to Canada to see Rao.
Oh yes.
I want to see Rao in Latin America.
Yeah.
Like I want to go to South America and go see him.
Yes, dude. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna go like 20 shows, but like I would go to like a few, like
Yeah.
because this is going to be such an experience. This is
It
like,
is.
and we're gonna look back at these and be like, oh my god, we got to go.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. His album is so good. Like, I'm telling you, I listened to it an unhealthy amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, there'll be, like, this is me, okay? I'll be chilling, right? Yesterday I was hungover because I went out on Friday. This is the second Friday, 2 Fridays in a row that I go, like, ham, okay?
Which is rare for you.
Yeah, it's rare for me. It was a little girls' night, me and my 2 girlfriends. And then yesterday I was sitting there, you know, just contemplating life. I wasn't, like, hungover, but I was just, like...
I was wondering why you went to bed, like, at 10. I was
just, like, chilling. And then I was like, I haven't listened to Cosa Nuestra today. So then I started playing it.
As you're sitting there?
As I'm sitting there. Like, that is... like, I will come to, like, a realization, like, oh, I haven't listened to any songs this hour, so I'm going to listen to them. Like, that's how obsessed I am. And Ni Me Conozco y en Amar de Nuevo, which is, like, complete opposites of, like, each other, right? I'm just, like... obsessed. This album is so good. Like, I hope he knows how good of a job he did in this album.
Yeah, I'm sure that he knows. I feel like the fans are like truly loving this like album, and he's so talented that I really think that he's aware of like the love.
I hope so because it's so good. Like, Ni Me Conozco and Amar de Nuevo hate to see me coming, bitch, because the amount of times I have replayed these songs is so wild. Mm-hmm. At least, and this is not even me exaggerating, okay? At least 10 times a day.
Period.
And right now, I'm going into my que phase.
Oh,
okay?
It's such a fire song.
It's in the loop. Like, it's just so good. Oh my God, I just love this album so much.
I know, bitch.
I just want to tell him, like I would love to like
interview
him and like what inspired you, like because he wrote a lot of these songs.
Yeah,
most of these songs he wrote, because you know how like well, I don't know if Spotify has this, but Apple Music at the very bottom will be like written by, and it'll say Raúl Alejandro, and I'm like what, you know? I just I
know.
I'm like gonna write him a little letter and be like, look, if you want to come on the podcast and tell us like how you did this, because it's such a good album.
I know, dude.
Such a good album. Like, I never thought that I would feel like this over an album again after Un Verano Sin Ti, because Un Verano Sin Ti, like, that shit was fucking fire. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's because, like, I'm in, like, it's a different year, it's a different vibe, but Cosa Nuestra is just so fucking good.
It is. It's so far Raúl Alejandro's best work.
Yes.
And he's never, like, put out bad work, so, like, you can see, like, how well he's like starting to like evolve as an artist. Yeah. And like he's just so talented.
I know that we say this in every podcast episode. I feel like we talk about Raúl Alejandro every podcast episode, but like I'm in love. Like, I am in love. I'm over here, I'm like amando de nuevo, like this album. You know what I mean? Because it's so good. And everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
It was such a hit.
If someone talks bad about this album, I'm fucking throwing hands, bitch. Like, I'm fighting. Like, because how?
Yeah.
Like, how?
The only people that throw digs at this album are people who have not listened to it in its entirety. Because there's no way that you can listen to it and be like, this was bad, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. He did really, really good. Is there one song on the album that you don't like?
No. There's some songs that I'm like, okay, I could listen to it once this time around, but there's like when I listen to the album from beginning to end,
I love Mil Mujeres.
Yes, I like will definitely like go back.
Oh yeah,
like I'm the back button hates to see me coming.
Yeah, Mil Mujeres. Like everything is so it's espresso martini.
Yes.
Like so like everything is so good. Are there songs that I repeat more than others? Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm going through a phase. Okay, let me live. But you know, I will, like, every week I have, like, a new song that, it's on heavy replay. This past week was Amar de Nuevo. I'm telling you, I'm going into my que phase. That's definitely next week's song. And, like, I probably have played Amar de Nuevo at least 100 times this past week.
And we have 4 months. 4 months. So today's the, what?
15th.
It's the April 15th. How many months is that? 5?
January, February, March, April. 4.
So we have 4 months till the concert.
Oh, bitch, I have the fucking words memorized. I'll have the words memorized by the end of this next month.
Oh my God. We're going to be right there.
Yeah, like, I cannot make a fool out of myself. Like, we need to make eye contact, and you need to know that I know the lyrics to your song. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. If you're going to be in the front row, you need to know all the words.
Yeah.
That's just, like, I feel like that's, like, a... Like,
common courtesy.
Yes. Because can you imagine being in the front row not knowing any of the songs?
Yeah.
And, of course, there's people that go to the concert and, like, just like to vibe.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're going to be at the very front, at least you could do is learn the words.
Do you think he's going to play any other songs besides?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I mean, the album is... There's a part B coming out.
Oh, my gosh. I need this to come... Like... I'm just, like, in my music era again. Like, I really felt like 2024 ended and there wasn't, like, any new albums that came out. No, not 2024, 2023. And then 2024 was, like, just, like, not a good year for me. But it is what it is. We're leaving it in the past. But this has made 2024 good. Like, ending 2024 with Cosa Nuestra coming out has made my year.
And now you're going to sit front row?
I know. And now I cannot wait. thank you so much for the tickets. I'm so excited.
It's going to be great.
We're going to have so much fun, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated, if not on TikTok about the concert, then maybe on Instagram.
Damn, I might have to go YouTube Live.
I know. What the fuck?
It's going to be great.
But I cannot wait.
You know I love you, and we're going to have the best time. Okay, but let's get into it. Okay, now that the year's coming to an end, you know, I feel like some things are just coming out.
A lot of things are coming out.
Megan Fox and MGK have broken up.
And it was due, so they broke up. TMZ posted an article that they went to Colorado together to spend Thanksgiving. And she found things on his phone. And, you know, she made him leave the trip. And as we know, she announced earlier in November that she is pregnant with his child after they had suffered a miscarriage, like, I believe the year prior or a couple years back. And, you know, I said this on the last podcast and I will say it again. The audacity of some men she is beautiful.
It's Megan Fox. To fumble Megan Fox is crazy.
Because what? You were texting other people? Like, what did she find in your phone?
Something enough to make her leave you.
Yeah.
So it must have been bad.
Sources do say, though, that they could rekindle because, you know, they are having a baby together. I mean, that, and I'm sure they
love each other.
Yeah. But, like, oh my God, I feel like she can do so much better because, like, she has even put out, like, a book of poems, I think it was, where she talks about how, like, not so great of a person he is. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know, but, like, Megan Fox, this is like when we found out that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Like, please take several fucking seats.
Like, seriously.
Like, okay, I said on the past podcast, okay, men get this, like, ego boost when they get pretty women, and then they're like, they feel like they're on top of the world.
And they can just do whatever
they want. And it's like, remember who the fuck you're dating. Like,
and also you need to look at the optics, okay? Logically, like, MGK is not cute. I'm sorry.
I know some people find him attractive, but he's okay, even if he was attractive, he's not Megan Fox attractive. Megan Fox is gorgeous.
It's like never about the woman either. It's always about the man. Like, this has nothing to do with Megan Fox. Like, he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, like, when people say, like, oh, she's so pretty, like, how could he have done this to her? Like, it just has nothing to do with her. It's everything to do with him being a shitty person.
Yeah. Like, but, like, y'all are having a baby together.
I know. That sucks.
Yeah.
And her ex-husband came out and said that he's, like, heartbroken for her. And, I mean, I don't know too much about their relationship, but, like, I can only imagine, like, you know, if there's, like, a good dynamic with your ex-partner, like, that sucks to watch them, like, get pregnant with someone else and, like, be in pain during that time. Yeah. Not in, like, an I love you way, just, like, it's, like, that's the mother of my kids.
Yeah,
like,
and he's still gonna have love and respect for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, how do you, like, okay, let's say it's just about looks. It's not about personality, whatever. He's like, okay, let me go find another girl to cheat with. And you think you're gonna find someone better than Megan Fox?
I know.
Like, there's crazy. Not a lot of women out there who are prettier than Megan Fox.
Safe.
No one.
No one is safe. No one.
Yeah.
No one. No one. Like, I'm telling you, like, these men need to take several seats. All I think about right now is, like, how, like, Beyonce came out with Lemonade, remember? And she basically told us that Jay-Z cheated on her. Jay-Z. And this is no shade to anyone that finds Jay-Z attractive.
No, I judge you, okay?
It's Beyonce.
I know. Like, Beyonce's like a work of art as a woman, looks-wise, talent-wise.
An artist.
She seems like such a, I don't know, like, it's very crazy to me.
Yeah.
Very crazy. Like, Sabrina, Beyonce, Megan Fox. Like, wow.
What's in store for the rest of us?
Don't say that, because it never has to do with the woman. It has to do with the man. So all these crusty dusties, because MGK is crusty dusty as fuck.
Musty.
Okay, literally. But Megan Fox is a beauty queen, literally gorgeous, and I wish her the best. I hope that she does not get back together with him. Yeah. This man is not going to change. Yeah. He's been, you know, he's done this to her before, apparently.
Yeah.
So, like, she needs to do better. And she can do better.
Yeah.
She can.
Did you see that movie on Netflix with her and, I think his name is...
Michael Maroney?
I don't think his name is Michael. I think his name is Michelle.
Oh.
Because he's Italian, no?
Is Michael not a name in Italia?
I don't know. I could be mistaken that his name is Michelle.
Is Michelle a name?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on, let's look it up.
I think it's Michael.
No,
it can't be Michael. You're right. That sounds
Michael. Hold on.
Oh my God, is it Michael?
Michelle.
But his last name is Maroney or Marone or He was in 365.
Yeah.
Is his name Michael?
He is. That's good stuff right there.
That movie was very bad. I don't know how you guys. It was like a porno.
I was here for it. It's because he's so hot. Apparently and allegedly, people were saying that, you know, him and Megan.
Now that would be a couple.
Yeah, that would be.
He's very attractive, but I thought 365 was a horrible fucking movie. What was even the plot?
I didn't care for the plot. I was just there for the vibes.
It was very like 50 Shades of Grey, great value.
I was there for it.
Yeah, no, he's very attractive.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and I was like,
do you remember whenever he got like spotted with Chloe and people were like, oh, they're dating?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
If I was Chloe, I would have fucking hopped on that shit so fucking quick. Tristan who?
Exactly.
Tristan who?
Oh my God, speaking of cheating, Tristan!
What did he do?
No, I'm just saying like he's also a cheater.
He's
the final boss of cheating.
God, he's so stupid. And like the fact that he did it multiple times.
I know. And the fact that he allowed her to like move forward with the surrogacy is like that's such a
fucking worst. He's the worst. Like that's a whole other level of fucking manipulation. Like he's the worst. For sure. He's the worst.
But I'm wishing Megan the best. Girl, please do not get back together with this man. You are so beautiful. You are like, I feel like she has such a nice aura. Like, please, you deserve better.
Yeah. Remember when they drank each other's blood?
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, something like that. They like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that sanitary?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, like it's one of those situations where you're like, that's probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
But
you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I do wish her the best though, because nevertheless, like I'm not saying that cheating while you're not pregnant is better than cheating while pregnant. Like, just don't do it. But like, she is carrying your child.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. So it's like
fucking grow up.
That's so cruel.
It's so cruel.
Oh, yeah,
she's fucking Megan Fox.
Exactly. Next, Selena's is marrying Benny Blanco.
Yes.
And apparently they have been engaged for a while.
Yeah, apparently and allegedly, it happened around the time that Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber had their baby, but they didn't want to take the attention away from them, so that's why they're announcing it now. Now, we don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy how, like, and apparently, like, Hailey liked the post or something.
I saw it.
And people were like, you know, Hailey is like so happy for them. So
my God, of course. It's
because the thing is, anytime, first of all, congratulations to Selena and Benny.
Yeah.
Like, wishing them the very best. He got her a
Marquise diamond.
Yes, very beautiful diamond. And, you know, anytime anything comes out about Selena and Benny, people are always like, what is Justin and Hailey thinking about? Or anytime that anything happens with Justin and Hailey, people are like, I wonder what Selena and Benny are talking, like, or thinking about during this time, right? So I feel like we can now put it to rest. They are literally in two separate, like, relationships, parts of their lives. Hailey and Justin are parents now.
They literally have a child.
Yeah. And, like, I don't understand why people think that, like, you know, like, people are like, do you think Justin's going to be invited to the wedding?
No!
I know.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, I'm just like, let's stop. Like, this is Selena's moment. Like, let her have her moment with Benny. Let's not talk about Justin and Hailey. Like, they had their moment, you know, when they had their baby. And, like...
Yeah, but I do want to talk about something. So okay. I know that we're not supposed to make it about Hailey, but like I just want to share what I think. I know that group chat was popping off.
Yeah,
like girl, finally, like
because
you can breathe.
Because now it breathe in the sense that like people are gonna stop like making things seem like there's still possibility for like Selena and Justin or like tying them together. Like I think it's safe to say that like we can put them on two different like sides, like
plans in life.
Yeah,
like they're not gonna get back together.
Yeah, jeez, it's crazy. And Selena seems very happy with Benny.
Yeah, I mean the pictures in the carousel were very cute. She like gets to go live her life, and like people who are still like Jelena fans, like you need to move on.
You know what's so crazy? Someone said they were having Taco Bell, and so someone was like, "Wow, this was before I guess like we knew it was like set up in his backyard or something like that." Someone was like, "Wow, to have a picnic, to ask someone to marry you while you're having a picnic in the park with Taco Bell." With no bathroom nearby is really wild.
Honestly, that's a really risky move, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
She must have a really strong stomach. Yeah. Because, like, personally, in the moment of, like, excitement, I would probably shit my pants.
Yeah. Taco Bell goes right through me.
Yeah. Like, it's, like...
right through me.
It's, like, a violent moment.
Yeah.
And...
it's... I mean, I will eat it, though.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
I'll eat it. But it's definitely something that it's... The process is quite fast.
Yes, it's one of those situations where it happens and then you eat it and then like you're no longer feeling great.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I'm happy for her. Very happy that they got engaged. I know the group chat was popping off. I know that obviously front facing to people, Haley has to be like, it's all fine, whatever, but like it has to be annoying as fuck.
A lot of people are also saying that the reason why it was announced now is because her publicist is working overtime about the backlash that she's receiving for her performance on Amelia Perez.
I could see that. I mean, she is getting a lot of backlash because of her Spanish, which I mean, I do still agree with it, Eugenio Derbez. But at the same time, whatever. Like, there's always going to be a period of time where something's going on. So, I mean, at the end of the day, she's happy and she's moved on. Yeah. Haley and Justin, they have a baby. Yeah. Like, at this point, it should have been when they had a baby. But no,
bitch. It should have been a long time ago. Selena and Justin haven't been together in over 10 years.
It's been 10 years?
I think so. That's how long it's been since, like, What the Heart Once came out, or, like, whatever song she did after.
So, I think it was, like, 2017. So, what year are we in?
2020, almost 2025.
Oh my god! So
I mean, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. Like, we need to moveth on.
Yeah,
moveth on.
Let's. Yeah.
But like some people just like don't know how to do that. So but wishing them the best. Very happy for Selena's. And also happy that they can coexist. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a point where they were like annoyed that news was coming out about each other, but I'm sure now
I would lose my shit. I would come out and be like, stop making this about them, or stop making this about me.
Yeah. I mean, being a celebrity has to be like the most annoying shit ever because everything is out of your control. Like, people just put shit out that they want to put out, and it's like, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, like were you there?
I would be defending myself left and right.
I know.
Like, it would piss me off.
Yeah, a publicist would hate to see me coming after something came out.
Everybody to fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Kathy was mean to me because, okay, and what did you do?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that. Another news that came out this week, and honestly, truly very sad.
Very devastating.
And disappointing, but not shocking, if I'm being real. Vanderpump Rules' former star, James Kennedy, arrested for domestic violence.
You know, there had been a lot of talk about James Kennedy and his past, especially with Kristen Doty talking about their relationship, as well as Rachel Leviss talking about their relationship. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was hoping that now that he was with Allie and had quit drinking, that he would, you know, be taking like a better path. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not shocking, like you said.
Yeah, I don't find it shocking, to be quite honest. And I think that's the part that makes this, like, I think the reason why people have a hard time believing, like, Kristen, and don't get me wrong, I believe her, but I do see where people are like, you know, because Kristen has lied so much.
Yeah, she has lied
in her past. Yeah. And also, we did see her put her hands on him. Yeah. So people were like, well, Kristen's obviously a liar, you know? So it's hard. With Rachel Leviss, I think it's also the same thing. People were like, she's a liar. She's obviously done this, all this stuff. Yeah. She's just trying to slander him. But, you know, James needs to get it together because that is not okay. Yeah. And I really hope... Now it's came out that, you know... At first, it came out that it was a female, but it's Allie.
Yeah,
it's Allie.
It came out that it was a female, and, you know, on the little TMZ article. But I feel like it was, like, it was safe to assume that it was Allie, right?
Yeah, no, it was definitely Allie, especially because she came out and put out a statement.
Yeah.
Saying, you know, thank you for everyone who reached out to her. She appreciates her, like, privacy at the time. But... in the midst of all this, there was an article that was put out that it was a misunderstanding. Like, the neighbors saw, like a heated conversation, called the cops. But then there was a police report that started to circle around where he had picked her up and thrown her on the ground. Yeah. So it seems a little more than just
a misunderstanding.
Yeah. And I hope that Allie takes this and she leaves him, to be honest. I think that she needs to get away from this man. Yeah. I really had, you know, hope that James had changed. Mm-hmm. I feel like he had shown growth on the show. Obviously, we don't know these people personally. Like, I don't know what happens with them.
We can only see what is put out, what is given to us.
Yeah, and I feel like with Ali, he seemed so much more, like, grown. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I guess it was just all either for a period of time until the camera stopped rolling. But I think that Ali needs to get her shit and get out, you know? Because... they're all the same. Not saying that they're all doing the same thing, but like Jax, Tom, and James are just, they're cut from the same cloth. They treat women very poorly. And like when you want to believe that they're making better decisions, it's like something else comes out and you're like, wow, like you didn't change at all. Yeah. Because if you think about it, Jax treated Brittany, Stassi any other girl that was in his life during the period of time on Vanderpump Rules, like shit, you know, he got fired from the show, came back to the Valley, and during that period of time, you'd think like you became a dad, you're in a marriage with Brittany, you would become a better person.
Yeah.
But they don't. So it's sad.
Yeah, it is. It's really sad. But I'm wishing Allie the best. You know, like you said, I hope she takes this, learns from it, and gets the fuck out.
Yeah. It's scary, you know?
Yeah.
So I wish her the best. Kristen did, you know, post on her Insta story and said finally as well. So I wonder if she's going to share any more details about like her. But she has. But I think people now are going to be like, oh, okay, like Kristen, you know, made sense back in the day. But I think that's why it was hard for people to believe Kristen because not that I'm saying that people shouldn't believe Kristen, but because Kristen had this reputation, people were like, oh no, she's just trying to slander him. But like if you look at the show and you watch it, like Kristen has been trying to say like James was a horrible person for a long time.
For a very long time, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm wishing Allie the best. Me too. James needs to get help because this is not okay. Yeah. Like he needs to get it together. Yeah. And maybe the show ending is the best thing for all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Because like this is the time to take a step back and see the things that you need to do to better yourself and do them.
Yes. Expeditiously. Yeah. Because at the end of the show, the end of the entire series, you have Tom, a huge liar, you know, ruining people's lives, just horrendous man. Jax is on the Valley now, so we'll take him out of the list, but still horrible to Brittany. Yeah. We have Tom Schwartz, who consistently gaslit and cheated on Katie the entire series of Vanderpump Rules. And now you have James, who's just a shitty guy. Like, it's like, grow up. Like, you're in your 30s and 40s. Like, sorry. I don't know why. Like, give me a little... but I'm wishing Allie the best. I hope that she, you know, moves on from this and heals as well. Speaking of some shocking news as well. So last week we had the Instagram post story that Daddy Yankee had posted about, you know, his wife had filed for divorce after decades of being together. Yeah. And now he's suing her.
Because she allegedly stole money from him?
Yes.
That is crazy. And it's so crazy because last week we were like, oh no, we don't think it's going to get crazy. I feel like it's just going to be like a smooth little divorce because, you know, they do have so much history together. And then this comes out and it's like, what the fuck?
Yes. I find it insane because when you say things like, oh, they've been together for such a long time, like you would think that it would be, we have kids, we have history, we have love. Like, let's try to like make this as like smooth as possible. Yeah. But apparently from what I've read, I didn't dive in too much into this, but like she like moved money into her account, like millions and millions and millions of dollars. And that was the issue. Like,
damn.
Right?
I mean, what's mine is yours until you fucking divorce me. No,
I mean, I guess when you file, I think they freeze your assets.
That's crazy.
I've never been divorced.
Me neither.
So I don't know.
That's crazy. I've also never been a millionaire. So there's that.
I know. And there was like several millions. Like it was a lot of millions. Okay. So I'm sure he was like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
Would I blow it up all in flames if I dated someone, we were married for a long time and then it ended? I don't know. I might. Maybe she was just like, I worked just as hard as you did. I was like putting in the effort.
I deserve this.
Yeah. Because a lot of the time, let's be fucking for real. These men who are very famous, who have very successful careers, also have children. Okay. Yeah. Yes, they're probably great dads, but they're always touring, doing shit. Who's taking care of the kids? Who's building a life? Who's building a life for you to be in a situation where like it's fine for you to go do that? The mother.
I wonder what her kids think.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I wonder, there's more that's going to come out about this, and we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Definitely. What I did see, was it yesterday? Did you see a little carousel of pictures of Karol G and Faith that I sent you?
Oh my God.
Kathy, I 1000% believe that they are married.
Oh no, 100%.
I think that they are married. They got married very low key. I think these pictures are not new because her hair looks a little bit more blonde. They could be new, but it definitely feels like these were like a throwback to their marriage.
I know.
Am I delusional to believe this?
No, they're so cute. It's insane.
I've seen so many edits of them on my TikTok recently, and I just like obsessed over them left and right, dude.
They're too cute.
Left and right. I feel like they're too cute, and yeah, I 1000% believe that they got married.
Yeah, and then like in the videos and the pictures, like of course I don't know these people, but they just look really happy. Like I feel like they make each other so happy. You know what I was thinking earlier? Like all these like really famous, you know, people who are dating each other who are famous, like the person that's always left really sad always thrives afterwards. Yeah. Like Karol G and Anuel. Anuel was more famous than Karol G. Yeah. He, you know, they broke up. She was crying left and right at the concerts. And look at her now.
She fell. Remember when she fell?
Oh my God, yes.
Heartbroken. fucking sad, like cry, singing sad songs, and then you fucking fall, that would be the end of me.
And everybody was talking about how she had gained weight. Remember this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, a bitch cannot be sad in peace.
I know.
I cannot be sad in peace. And then, boom, her life changed. She started selling out fucking stadiums.
Yeah.
Like, she has a new man. She looks great.
Yeah.
Music is fire, winning Grammys. And where's Anuel?
You know, finally has decided to give up on Karol G.
Yeah.
That's where he's at. He's having a baby with someone else, but it's finally like, I'm done pursuing her.
Yeah, literally, 4 babies ago, you were dating her. 4 or 3.
3 or 4 babies ago. Like, it's been over.
It's been over.
What did you want Karol G to do? Fucking be with you and be the stepmom of 4 kids?
Yeah. After you humiliated her time and time again.
That's insane.
Like, what was your fucking plan?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, in the song that he had said, like, I'm finally giving up my girl from Medellin or whatever, obviously talking about Karol G, I think it's because he knows that they got married.
Yeah. So he got word.
Yeah, of course.
And you know what? Yeah, give up. You should have given up.
Wilds to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
2 marriages or 1 marriage ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was married.
Yeah. And he got married immediately after they had broken up.
Remember whenever she was, like, clapping when she got married? What was her name?
Oh, yes,
Jailin?
yes. Yeah, she was like, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, she fell. He went to her next concert. He came back, got Melissa Vallecilla pregnant or something like that. Then he started dating Jailin Más Viral, married her, and had a baby with her. Like, you really thought that after all of those situations, Karol G was like, yes, that sounds amazing.
Together. Yeah,
No,
like, what the fuck? Like, what was he thinking?
Pues no estaba. He
wasn't thinking.
Anuel is unwell.
Yeah, but I actually just saw a video on TikTok of, like, her before and then, like, her glow up.
Dude, yes.
The glow up is real.
Dude,
the glow up
yes.
is real. When you leave these fucking men, or when these men leave you, the glow up becomes so real. Like, it takes, basically the trash took itself out.
Exactly. And I think with Karol G too, like, she wears her heart on her sleeve so much. So, like, she was, like, feeling it out loud.
Yeah.
And, like, the more time passed, people were like...
And he was, like, very much, like... When he went to her concert and he was like, oh, I've never performed here. It was like, como que se estaba burlando. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
opportunist.
Yes. And I was just like, no, like, just, like, why are you here? You have a baby on the way. Like...
Also, this is not your performance. Like, for him to go up there and be like, give me 10 minutes. Like, I've never performed here. Like, there's a reason for that.
Did he give her...
She did.
Oh, my God.
But I think she did it just because she was like, okay, like, whatever.
Like, oh, my God. Like, I would probably slap him.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye. Remember when Offset tried to do that to Cardi? He, like, showed up to one of her concerts or one of her events, and he had, like, I don't even know, I think it was, like, a sign or something. And she was like, who allowed him on stage?
Yeah.
Like, why are you embarrassing?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm also seeing Cardi live her best life on my For You page on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I've seen on TikTok lately?
I know what you're going to talk about. Just bring it up.
Ash Trevino.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Everything I know about this woman...
Has been against my will.
Has been against my will. But I...
am invested.
I'm invested. It's weird. Like, I get the ick, and then... But I'm like...
looking for her live.
Yeah.
God. And I can never fucking find it when it's in real time.
Yeah.
I always have to go to Ash Trevino updates. I'm like, fuck. Because I don't know which account is hers.
Yeah, I know.
So, in the most recent scenario with Ash Trevino, like, if you have not seen this woman on your For You page, I'm shocked because she's been everywhere and anywhere. So she was on live with Santos, which is like a very young TikToker. Okay.
I had no idea who Santos was.
Me neither. People were saying he was 19. People were saying he was 22. Whichever
She's 35.
She's 35?
Yeah. Which is crazy because I feel like I'm 33 and to me, she seems a little bit older than me. Like, I don't
Just
know.
be for real. It's okay. You can say it. She looks old.
She looks older.
Yeah, she looks older. And she's also treats her kids very poorly. And that makes me so sad. So she was drunk on live. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I took that out of my brain.
She was drunk on live and being very suggestive. And she was like, talking about Santos or whatever. She was like, I've seen his pee-pee and he's seen my new-new. And I'm like, oh my God. So I guess...
At least don't say new-new.
I know.
Who says new-new?
I think it's because it was on live and she couldn't say.
Didn't she, like, masturbate on live?
Apparently, she was, like, touching her boobs and, like, being inappropriate. And, like, she was charging her, like, rose toy. Ugh. And her daughter, like, came into the room and was like, hey, you need to get off live. Like, how embarrassing for her fucking kids, dude. Like, that makes me so sad for them.
And they went on a date
to, like
a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dude, so I guess he came to Texas. She like did her hair and makeup. People were on
Did
live.
you see, like, because apparently she was supposed to go to LA, and he's like, Santos is getting me an Airbnb, or if not, I'm gonna stay at Shawty Bay's house. And Shawty Bay's like, she's not staying at my house.
Yeah.
That's how you know this bitch is crazy, because Shawty even doesn't want to fuck with her.
Yeah. And I think that this was like before she was just unhinged. I think I don't know too much before this, but this was just like inappropriate and gross. Like for you to be on live being inappropriate, like your kids are going to be bullied because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel really bad for her kids. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And so I guess like Santos came to Texas because she lives in Texas.
What part?
I think she was like in Ennis or Enos, or I don't know how to say it.
Where is that? Like,
I think Fort Worth.
Big city wise. Oh, okay.
Fort Worth.
Okay.
And then so he came, they've lived the whole thing. She got her makeup and hair done. I'm like, oh my god, she's going to her fucking homecoming, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they went to, Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's
or
crazy.
the sports bar, whatever. And apparently Santos commented or messaged somebody back and was like, oh, it was just to promote my family's business. Like it was like not because I wanted to like do stuff with her.
Yeah, it's...
But I think like for Ash, it was like real. Like I thought she thinks like he was like,
But then she was
down.
saying that they were just gonna collab.
I don't know. I mean, she's probably just like saying collab, but she was like really trying to like,
That's weird.
go to
'cause, like,
Pound Town.
Pound Town?
She was like on her live, dude, like grabbing her boobs. I wanted to crawl through the screen and be like, no,
I know.
stop!
She was like at one point like kissing her boob.
It was so weird.
Yeah, it was just... I just like... as someone who's like close to 35, right? I'm 33. I'm 33, gonna be 34 next year. I wouldn't be... or wouldn't even want to be entertained by a 19-year-old. That's
19 is crazy.
19.
And let's say it was 22, okay?
That's still crazy.
I can't imagine even having a conversation with a 22-year-old that would be stimulating enough that would be like, yes, that's a great choice for a partner.
Yeah, let's fuck. I don't know.
And apparently, so Ash Trevino was like flirting with Santos, and apparently her daughter had like a huge crush on him.
Oh,
My heart is broken for her.
She seems like... oh, she seems like the worst.
Yeah. And I mean...
Have you seen the...
Yes, dude, I've seen everything. I keep fucking doing it. I keep talking about it.
Okay.
Yesterday, hold on.
What was it?
Hold on, let me tell you. So yesterday, before we get into the did it smell, Phoebe went to the bathroom. She went to her litter box, and I was like, just fucking talking to her because I'm stupid. And
Phoebe is Kathy's cat, by the way.
Yes, obviously, she went to the litter box. Who did they think was fucking a human? And so I was like, Phoebe, did it smell? Did it smell? And I was like, oh my god, I need to stop.
So what was she talking about?
So she was at her tia's house. Not her tia, okay? Some woman that she met. She went to her tia's house, allegedly, and she had gone to the bathroom. And I guess...
and she took a shit?
I'm assuming that she had asked the tia, that's not her tia, like, did it smell? Because, like, she, I guess...
The fact that it's a tia that is not her tia.
Yeah, and apparently the tia does not fuck with her anymore. I know.
Oh my god. Yeah, did it smell?
Did it smell? And I'm like, oh my god.
She did that on live?
Dude, she does everything on live. Everything.
Okay, but...
and she's always, like, annoyed when people don't send her galaxies and corgis. And I'm like, oh my god. And she's always like this.
What does that mean?
Like, tap the screen so that she gets more viewers.
This is so... and she says that people are jealous of her.
Yes, dude. She's like, when, a more established, like, TikToker, like, sees me coming, like, they get upset because, like, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about TikTok battling, Maria.
What is that?
When they battle on TikTok.
What does that mean?
When they get on live and they, like, play games and they battle each other to see who wins.
Oh, my God.
And they, like, get paid and stuff.
Oh, I mean, if you get paid, but like she's very odd to me. And like people, like she got her makeup done and her hair done, and people were like, "Wow, like you did the best you could with what?" Because I guess like she doesn't have a lot of hair, but they made her hair look really full.
I just think that too. I don't know. Her kids are gonna have a lot of trauma from this, and it makes me really sad.
I have a lot of trauma from this.
I just think that it's really cruel because like now her kids are gonna like get the repercussions of this.
Yeah.
And, like,
but she doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, she does not give a fuck.
She does
I wonder what's gonna happen when TikTok gets banned. Like, where's she gonna go live?
Oh
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Damn.
I know.
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
It's a train wreck.
Yeah.
It's a train wreck that I can't. She had 300,000 people on her live. 300,000 of us were fucking chismosos. And not me because I couldn't fucking find the live. I was looking everywhere. I was like, where is the live?
I watched it the next day.
Oh, no, on Ash Trevino updates.
Yeah.
Like, truly, that page is, like, lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, she also, like, has like 5 accounts. I never know which one is which. She deletes all her videos.
Apparently,
and then,
like Santos spent the night with her, and someone said that like he said that her breath smelled.
I mean, damn.
But I don't know how accurate that is because I don't know like.
Yeah, true. I know that she had gone on live and said, "Oh, we haven't slept yet." So I'm assuming it was like the early morning and they had tongue out still. But I don't know. She's a train wreck. He's a clout chaser, obviously. But I think that she actually thinks that there's something there.
Yeah, when she was like, he sent me money. He sent me $70. He's like, I can't.
Dude,
like,
I know.
I just like think of, because I'm like close to her age and I'm like, I don't think that I could act like that.
I think she just has a very childish mentality. And she was like, I've always wanted to date a man in a uniform. Like police officer, military. She's like, that's why I date inmates. I was like, bitch, what do you mean? A man in a uniform?
That's crazy.
A man in prison is not a man in a uniform. I mean, I guess if you look at it that way, but like, it's like a forced uniform.
Yeah. She's wild.
Have you seen the pictures of her taking pictures? Have you seen the pictures of her taking pictures of her in like a wedding dress and like a picture of her like prisoner husband?
No.
And she's like holding the picture and she's like, I love this one. It's like her like
Oh
the picture of the prisoner.
She's something else.
Very much something else. She's a train wreck, but you know what's also a train wreck?
What?
The ultimatum, bitch.
Oh my god. I need to know who thought this was the best idea
For a reality TV show.
a reality TV show. I'm here for it. Like, I'm sitting down, I'm watching. But it's crazy to me because it's like, so you guys, one of you guys wants to get married, one of you guys wants to just hold off. The best thing to do is go on a show and date other people. That's essentially what's going on, right? Like, essentially, that's like the reality.
Yeah.
And how did you get people to agree to this?
I mean, I feel like, is it worth the little fame that you get? Because you get so much hate, right?
Yeah.
And I think if your partner really sucks and you're like, okay, I can't get myself out of this relationship and I really want to marry this person, but I need to know what other people think, not just my friends and family. It's the only way I can think of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on the show.
You know who was asked to be on it? I follow her on TikTok, Alicia.
Ravel?
Yeah, Ravel, I think is her last name. Her and her boyfriend Quincy, they were asked to go on the show. She posted it.
Really?
I don't know if you guys follow her. I don't know if you guys, like, if our listeners know who Alicia is. I literally am obsessed with her. She lives in Austin. Every time I go to Austin, I'm like, I hope to run into her because I feel like she's like so
fabulous.
Cool. She's so fabulous. Oh my gosh, she's so fabulous. And her boyfriend are super cute together. But she posted on her Instagram stories that they had reached out to her.
Oh,
and
wow.
she said no.
Yeah, this is not a concept that I want. I would be crashing out. Okay?
Yeah, I would-
crashing
yeah.
the fuck out.
Like Nick.
Yes. So let's get into it.
So let's talk about Sandy and Nick.
Yes, let's start out with Sandy and Nick. So Sandy and Nick are probably like the main character couple.
Yeah.
Sandy's gorgeous. She looks a lot like Jess from Love is Blind. She's clearly very beautiful. Nick is in love with Sandy. Sandy's in love with Sandy. If
Yeah.
we're being real.
Yeah. Nick gave her the ultimatum.
Correct. He gave her the ultimatum. He's, in his 30s. He wants to get married.
38.
Nearing his 40s. And he wants to get married, have kids, settle down. And Sandy is not prepared for that. And honestly, I really hope that Nick and Sandy are no longer together because the level of embarrassment that this woman put this man through is insane.
Yeah.
So
Sandy does not like Nick.
no, absolutely not. She hates
Sandy
him.
does not like Nick. Like, it's okay if you don't like him, but just like leave him, So then Sandy recouples with JR.
Yes.
And the fact that those two were like, they sat there and were like, oh yeah, we've only kissed twice. Get the fucking fuck out of here.
Oh, they fucked.
You guys fucked. Like, be so fucking for real. Like, be so for real. Like, don't fucking gaslight me like that. You guys fucked.
100%.
100%.
Before we get into that though, so Zaina and JR came into the experiment together.
Yes.
Zaina gave, who's literally beautiful and could do a million times better. She came in, she gave JR the ultimatum.
Yeah.
JR's unsure about marriage. Him and Sandy couple up. And he's calling her wife after 2 seconds. I would be in jail.
Yeah.
Okay? The way
that JR just forgot about Zaina.
It's insane.
Like, it's like, he was like, Zaina who? I got Sandy.
literally, he did not even say her name once. And he
Yeah.
was so sad that him and Sandy had to part ways at the end of the experiment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are weird.
Yeah, because they fucked.
They fucked 100%.
They 1000% fucked. Like, stop lying to me.
I know.
You fucked. God. Like, when they were like, we only kissed twice and it was a peck. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdos. Like,
Weirdos.
Weirdos.
And then a TikToker made a video about how she felt like Zaina and JR had to be like a setup couple to go on the show to get famous. Like they're not actually dating because of the way that he literally just forgot about her instantly.
Yeah.
And he made a reply about all the pictures that they had taken together throughout the last 3 years, which I'm like, you're making it worse, because if this was real, then you're a piece of shit.
A piece of shit. Zaina deserves so much better. So then Zaina recouples with Scotty. Which,
oh my God.
And Scotty had came in with Arya,
and he had given Arya the ultimatum. And Arya, girl, please. This man, I felt gaslit through the screen.
The fact that he was calling Zaina a gaslighter as he was gaslighting her was fucking insane. Like, he is scary.
Scary.
Men like that are fucking scary.
Yes, absolutely.
When he was like looking at her, I was like,
when he got mad that she ate without him.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for him to like crack a smile and be like, oh, I'm just fucking joking. He's like, you ate without me? And she was like, yeah.
I thought you ate.
Yeah. And he's like, and I'm like, I thought he was just joking at first. And I'm like, you need serious help. And then so he has this, whole thing with Zaina. He gets mad because he feels like Zaina told JR something that he said.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck even happened. And then Zaina's like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, you took your phone to the bathroom at 3 a.m. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I would be like, you are not my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But why are you talking to me?
Yeah. And he was like, you're way too old to be this dramatic. I'm sorry, sir. Like, and she was like, you, basically, like, you just, like, you're intimidated by JR or something like that. Like, he's weird. And the way that he would, like, look at her, like, with those eyes, like, he was such a fucking gaslighter. Like, this man is not okay in the head. And Arya, sweetie, please, like, and when he got back together with Arya, I literally was like, Arya, blink twice if you fucking need help. Like, like, get out of this relationship. Like, you don't want to marry him because your body's literally rejecting him. Your body is rejecting this man.
Yes. And then he was like, when they were having the picnic, he was like, I don't care if you love me. Do you want to marry me or not? And I'm like, oh my God, relax. Like, he's just so cruel with his words. And like, he's like,
but he started off so soft.
I know.
So sweet. Like, I was like, no, this one's scary right here. That one.
Yes.
We need to throw that one away.
Yeah, no, very scary. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
And Arya seems so cute and nice.
Yeah. And Arya was recoupled with Caleb.
Oh my God.
Who was with Mariah.
Yes.
And Mariah was with, what was his name?
I don't even know. They lasted like 1 second.
Yeah.
Chanel and...
Two couples left. Chanel and...
I only know the girls' names. Yeah. Vanessa and her man.
Vanessa Chanel, and Dave, and Chanel and some other guy.
Yeah. Was it Imani? No.
No. Let's look it up.
But Vanessa was paired with Nick.
Yeah.
Dave was paired with Chanel.
Yeah.
And Mariah was paired with... What's his name?
Mariah was paired with Dave.
No, Mariah was paired with the guy that you're looking up.
Micah. Sorry.
Micah.
There you go. And they decided to leave the experiment. And you know what? Good for them. They said, you know what? We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Vanessa, Dave, Chanel, and Micah, they said, we're not going to do this. And you know what? I applaud you. Did it make it a little bit messier because we did have, Mariah alone and Nick alone? Yes. But, if I was you, they were like, you know what? No.
Yeah, and apparently it's a little bit more than that with Vanessa and Dave.
Yeah, apparently.
And allegedly.
Nick freaked out Vanessa, and that's why she felt the need to leave.
Which, we did see Nick on a very serious crash out. He was crashing out. But
I can't judge him too much. Mm-hmm. Apparently he was also on the burger sugar. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Cocaine?
Can we say cocaine?
Can we say cocaine?
I don't know. I think if we whisper it, it's fine.
Okay.
He was on the sugar vibes.
Yeah. Apparently.
Allegedly.
Okay,
we don't know that.
We don't know this. This is what just people are saying. And he, but like at the same time, like I understand, like imagine you go for this experience and then the person that you're supposed to be with leaves and then you're left alone. Mariah took it very well. In the sense that she kept it together. She kept it cool.
I think it's because she had no connection to Micah. She was just like, oh.
Yeah. And, Nick went to JR and Sandy's apartment. He freaked out,
If that was my man, okay? If that was my man and he gave me the ultimatum, he took me here and I was, with someone else, I would step out and be like, okay, are you okay? Like, I love you. Like, I love you enough to check on you. Sandy's weird. She's a weird bitch, dude. Like, I was in, and then when they all were doing the changeover and they were like gaslighting Nick, and then JR was like, you came and tried to talk to my wife. I would have beat him up if I was.
And you know, Caleb called him out.
Yeah.
I love that Caleb called JR out and he was like, oh, don't step into my business, man, blah, blah, blah. And
Caleb is
Caleb's
such a gem.
Yeah, he is. He is really the gem of the season.
I mean, I think it's because everyone else is just not that great.
Sucked. Yeah. Scotty sucked. JR, please. And you know, you sent me that TikTok of JR. And I was like, this is exactly who I thought he would be outside of the fucking show.
He thinks he's the prize. And although you may be, you're also a horrible fucking person.
No, I have to be honest here. There's nothing attractive about him.
No, I agree.
Like, there's nothing attractive about him. Like, do you think him and Sandy are together?
No, I think that Sandy and Nick are still together, which honestly, I hope that Nick watches the show and is like, they didn't kiss twice. Okay, someone made a counter on TikTok and they kissed 9 times. That was shown. And they 100% fucked.
And the fact that he didn't even tell Zaina.
I know. Honestly, Zaina and Nick, like Zaina didn't crash out because I guess she also wasn't aware of everything that was going on.
Yeah.
But Nick knew.
No, because the thing is, Nick was alone. So he was crashing out alone. Which, you know, I can't judge him too hard because, like, yeah, if you go into an experiment with your girlfriend and then, like, your part of the experiment is gone.
Yeah,
I would crash out too.
Yeah, and like when he went over there, he like knocked on the door and he like she was like, "You need to leave. This is unfair." Oh, and then when he came back and he was like wailing, crying, it broke my heart.
Yeah,
because it's like you're watching heartbreak on our screens and also hearing it. Hearing it is the worst. Like can y'all could have just left that part out. You know what I mean? Like that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. I don't think Sandy and Nick need to be together. I don't think Sandy likes Nick.
I think Sandy and JR both need therapy.
Yeah. JR also, Zaina deserves so much better. Scotty and Arya should also not be together. The only couple that I think should be together is Caleb and Mariah, and that's also a stretch.
A big stretch. I think
because I feel like Caleb and Arya did sort of have like a little thing.
I think that Caleb is a really calm person and Mariah's very type A.
Yeah.
And I think that he like kind of resents her a little. And it makes me sad.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're both good people. I just don't think they're good for each other. Yeah. And I feel like Arya is what Caleb... I really like them together. Arya and Caleb are really cute.
But a lot of people are saying that they're not what we think they are. Like, they were just friends. And I'm like...
No, there was like some looks.
There was... She's beautiful.
I mean, they share time without the cameras around, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like... I feel like there has to be like a little like...
Yeah.
Or it could just be that they're friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like Arya deserves better. Like the way that Scotty was like telling her like, I'm allowed to give my opinion even though you don't like it. And she's like, it's hard to hear when you're fucking being mean to me. And I hate that for her.
He's the worst. Men like that are the worst. Ladies, men like Scotty are the fucking worst. Please run. Run before they destroy you. Because he is going to destroy Arya to make himself feel better.
Yeah. He seems like a nightmare.
He seems like the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see the last episode.
Yeah, I think that predictions. Let's get to the predictions. So Vanessa and Dave did not, they left. So they're irrelevant.
Micah and Chanel also left.
I love that they all made a pack in the middle of the night to leave.
Yeah.
That would be me. I'd be like, actually, this was a horrible fucking idea.
Yeah.
I got to go.
But, someone did say, this is the 3rd season in. You knew what the show was about. They should sign contracts and, because then it does take away from other people's experiences. Like, it does. Like, if you thought that this was what you were going to do, you should have never joined. Which is valid.
Yeah.
Which is valid, but I think at the same time, they do have
free will.
Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about a contract. If I'm feeling... Well, first of all, I would never go on the show.
Me neither.
I would never go on the show.
I would never leave my relationship up for interpretation to people who have no idea who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cruel thing to do to someone else.
Yeah. So Sandy and Nick, you think they're still together?
Yes, I think they're still together only because the painting that he had painted severely apparently is in her apartment, or her house. So
JR and Zaina?
No,
not
absolutely
together.
not.
Arya and Scotty?
I want to say no, but I think they are together. Unfortunately,
I hope not. And then Caleb and Mariah.
I don't think they're together. No.
Dang. Okay. I guess we'll find out December 18th.
Yeah, and it's only a few days away.
Yeah, I'm excited.
3 days away, period.
It's crazy because, I literally binge watched the fuck out of this show yesterday.
Yeah, it was quite a season. I think it was a really painful experience to see Nick crashing out. I feel like a crash out, it needs to be a private experience.
Yeah.
Like, crashing out on camera is, like, you could not...
was hurting.
Yeah. Because, I feel like a former crash out, or someone who's very sensitive, like, okay, he had gone to Starbucks, he ran into Sandy, and Sandy told him, like, hey, I kissed JR. And I wanted to marry you, like, that would hurt me so bad.
Yeah. It's because, the way that everybody else took this was very chill, and then Sandy and JR were like, we're gonna go balls deep in this.
Literally.
Yeah, like there's no like, and I hate that like they try to gaslight both Nick and Zayn and be like, oh no, it was just 2 kisses, like it was like pecks
or that I'm just trying to live the experience. Like, shut the fuck up.
Like, when you lie, you can't even be like, yeah, we made out, like his tongue was in my mouth. Like, a peck is like,
and they did more than that.
Like, I just be honest.
Yeah.
It's going to come out. What are you like? Why? Like, you're prolonging the truth.
Yeah, I find that crazy that they will lie on camera. Like, that's always very crazy to me when they're lying when it's gonna be shown. Like, it's insane. You're insane. Like, lying about how many times y'all kissed is crazy.
So someone counted and they kissed 9 times.
Yeah, and apparently the rug was moved under the bed, and you know what happens when the rug moves?
Dang.
They were doing it.
When she was like, when she got back together with Nick, and she was like, I'm just gonna put, what did she say? She wasn't gonna have sex with Nick. Yeah, probably because you had sex with JR and now you have to go get tested.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna stick to myself. I'm like, girl, if this was any other girls, I'd be like, okay. But something about Sandy.
Sandy's also a gaslighter. Like, okay, JR is the worst, sure, but Sandy's also the worst. The way she was turning it on Nick, and then Nick was okay with it,
and
it was very weird.
I'm sure that like Nick has his issues too. I'm not saying that Nick is like the only victim here, but it's like, dude, come on.
You hate that man. Just say it.
Yeah, just like leave each other already. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
I think that she like probably couldn't figure out a way to leave him. So she thought the ultimatum was the best. Or him giving her the ultimatum. I don't know.
I don't know.
But we're going to have to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know next week.
Yes, and thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. We love you guys so much. Like always, TikTok and Instagram for now. Yeah. Morning Chisme Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.